Yeah, and upon doing my research, we came up on and had this quote from a coach that said this about you.
Mhm.
Zoe is a dynamic guard that brings size and athleticism to her position. She's versatile. She fits the style of your school you at now. You fit the style that they like to play, both on offense and defense of the floor. You can score. You will impact y'all defensively. The energy, the passion, and the competitiveness you bring is contagious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forgetting my purpose on purpose. So I'm forgetting my purpose on purpose. So I'm forgetting my purpose on purpose. On purpose. On purpose. So I'm forgetting my purpose on purpose. So I'm forgetting my purpose on purpose. So I'm forgetting my purpose on purpose. On purpose. On purpose.
So today with us on Stewart Talk, we're honored to have a special guest. Here on Stewart Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. Great student athlete, great team player, great athletic ability, great scorer, great facilitator. Tara Hoff, North High School holds the school record all-time career season and single game record. She averaged about 25 points a game. She eclipsed 1,000 points in her career as a junior and became the first female player in her school to be selected to Indiana All-Star team in 2022. Last two seasons she spent at Murray State. She has appeared in about 31 games, averaged almost about 10 points, almost 5 rebounds. That's why when I messaged you, I said we got to get a double-double this year. I can see
Yeah, for sure.
it. Yeah, she's shooting about 75% from the free throw line, almost 40 something from the three-point line. Today we have with us the one, the only Miss Zoe Stewart. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. That was a good read off. I forgot about all that stuff now.
Yeah, it's that work you've been putting in. So how has everything been going thus far with training, with practice and all like that? How you guys getting ready to start the season?
Man, I'm excited. Things have been going really well. Um, I just think it's been really cool just to see how me and my team and everybody we just glued together so well. Got a lot of new people, and then especially with just even me being new and coming in and learning a new system. I've had a lot of fun. I've learned a lot. Coaches, everything. I feel like I've just gelled really well with where I'm at and learning a lot, improving. Definitely want to take my game to the next level and play on the next level. So making sure I'm doing what I got to do to get there.
Yeah, and upon doing my research, we came up on and had this quote from a coach that said this about you.
Mhm.
Zoe is a dynamic guard that brings size and athleticism to her position. She's versatile. She fits the style of your school you at now. You fit the style that they like to play, both on offense and defense of the floor. You can score. You will impact y'all defensively. The energy, the passion, and the competitiveness you bring is contagious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
No, she made sure she told me that. And I mean, my biggest thing is I like to play defense and let the offense come. So um, she told me that she's like, Zoe, we feel like you can impact on both sides, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you can defend, that's all. That's all we need from you. We know you can put the ball in the hoop, but if you're gonna come out here and impact on both sides, that's amazing for us. But
Yeah.
um, so I've been really highlighting on defense and then just letting the game come when it comes to offensive end.
Yeah, what would you say to the youth about the importance of defense and not worrying about scoring all the time?
Yeah. Um, my thing is, you know, it's important to be able to score, but if you can't make stops on the other side, you giving up the same amount of points that you're putting on the board. You're pretty much a liability at that point. Not a lot of coaches, especially high level coaches, want players that can't play defense.
Yeah,
So you have to be able to play on both sides of the floor. And coaches who see defensive players, they almost like them more. Just seeing that intensity because at
yeah,
the end of the day, you're gonna have off nights on offense, but you can't really have an off night on defense as long as you're giving it your all and you can play defense. So um,
yeah,
that's where those little things come in: getting rebounds, getting steals, just being a defensive presence.
yeah. And how has the transition been for you thus far after transferring from Murray State?
It was definitely a little different, just coming back, coming and learning a new system and trying to get into the spin of things. But honestly, the way that my coaches and my team, they invited me and like, just helped me learn here and there and just coach me. It wasn't hard at all. I got a couple years under my belt, so the maturity is there. It's just more so of just like learning everything else within their system. But they made sure that they was gonna coach me through practice, outside of that and helping me get there. So it's been a fun transition, and it really hasn't been difficult. And the only thing I say that's really challenged me is just how much um, they've helped me learn and improve my game. The little
Yeah,
things that they trying to focus on with me to just be like, okay, you want to get to the next level, let's work on this, let's work on that. You might
yeah,
do this a little quick, but let's do this quicker. Things like
yeah.
that. So,
What type of leader is Zoe? Do you lead with your play or do you lead vocally?
um, I like to say both. When it comes to vocals, I really like to encourage people. That's my biggest thing. I've actually stepped into just running the point a little bit, so that's been a little different for me. But also, it's made me open my mouth up a little bit more vocally. Just
Mm.
leading people, telling people where to go. I'm usually just that person that makes sure everybody's heads on straight, and I'm hyping people up. But when it comes to leading with play, I feel like that's really where I'm at. I'm a competitor. My intensity is high all the time. I don't like to lose. And I'm gonna match energy at all times. And I think my team can feel that. At times I kind of lock in, and uh, if the game gets tough, I'm just gonna make it tougher. So that's
Yeah.
I think I lead more with my play, but stepping into where I'm at now, I really have learned how to be a vocal leader too.
Yeah, and how has your time at Murray State helped prepare you for this season and this time that you are in your career? You mentioned maturity. How is that going to help you to be able to gel and to be able to fit in where you're exactly needed at?
Yeah, I think my biggest thing that it helped me with is mental toughness. Um, you know, Whenever you transition over from high school into college, skills can be there. I think for me, my struggle was just my mental toughness and just mentally locking in. And so being able to hit the floor and hit, different adversities, um, learning how to play through things, play through games, that it really strengthened me. So, now that I'm here, I feel like really nothing can shake my mental. So it's made my game 10 times stronger, because I'm
Yeah.
pretty much locked, So
Yeah, what would you say to the youth, to the young ladies that may be going through mental struggles? They got social media, they got trying to fit in with school, they got all the things that come with, being an adolescent. What would you say to them for they don't lose their focus and they keep on being able to be the best basketball player they could be?
um, I would say that God has an individual plan for everybody. The more that you look at other people's plans, the more that you look at how other people's life is going, the more it's just gonna slow you down and not help you reach your potential.
Yeah,
Um, so my biggest thing is the more that you work on your game and you just keep working hard, that's gonna build confidence within you. Um, but looking and building on your own path and knowing that God has a plan for you, that's the biggest thing. And when it comes to confidence, I think there's a level of being able to learn and grasp things, but also don't let anybody kill your confidence. Don't let anybody take that away from you. So staying strong, whatever you are, being realistic, but also knowing that nobody's plan is the same as anybody else's. Nobody looks the same. So you need to work hard and work the hardest that you can, and let God take you wherever He needs to be at.
yeah, you saying something. You saying something. What does faith mean to you, and how has faith and your belief and trust in God helped you with this until this point you at now?
Yeah. Man, it has completely changed my life, especially with basketball. Um, I decided at one point to even give basketball to God and just give everything and scratch that out of even being within my identity.
Yeah,
And the more that I've allowed myself to play basketball and do everything that I do for the glory of God, um, it's helped my mental health. It's empowered me to be strong, to keep a level head, to not hold too much pressure on myself because I can't control everything else besides what I can do, and I leave
yeah,
a lot of things to God. So it's been a big part of me. I think honestly, the biggest thing that has helped me with is just mentally. and just being able to stay strong and know that the things that I can't control is in God's hands, and whatever plan He has for me is what He has for me. But He gave me the gift to be able to step out on this court, so I'm gonna work hard at it and glorify Him while I'm doing it.
Yeah, yeah, hey man, that's definitely true because once you allow God to, take what he's giving you and you give it back, then you know that it's in his hands and he know he can trust you with it. Now you're not using, basketball, you're not using being busy, you giving him his time, you giving him his thoughts because each and every day you have practice games and all like that, you playing for the glory of God. So
Right.
it's gonna be even much more and he gonna get the glory out of that.
Right. Yep. You're saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, so how are you getting equipped with your new teammates? How are you, building that bond, that sisterhood? What are the things you're doing to initiate that trust and just that togetherness and familiarity?
Yeah. So what's crazy is, we played against each other multiple times last year, and so they kind of knew my style of play and they knew who I was. But when I jumped in and just kind of took on that role, it just you have a feeling of like maybe should I be a little timid? Should I back up? It's like I'm not gonna come out here and just whatever. But they already kind of instilled this confidence in me the first time when I stepped on the floor. Like do what you do, we gonna do what we do, and we got confidence in you. And so I just got to freely play my game.
Yeah,
And with that, just talking to them too, which has helped me grow that bond with even like I said, stepping in a little bit on that point guard spot and just playing there. Um, Building that bond with just no asking what they want, asking what they see, allowing them to also teach me and educate me because I'm still learning, um,
yeah,
regardless of what position I am or what age I am. And so they've instilled a lot of confidence in me, and I make sure that I try to give that back, and I let them know that I feel that. And I can see that they trust me, and so I trust them.
yeah. What type of point guard are you? Are you a scoring guard or do you distribute or a little bit of both?
Yeah. So I really truly am a scoring guard. But I can handle the ball pretty well. And so my coaches they said, we want you to run a little bit of point and see where you at right there. And so uh I realized with that scoring ability, I'm able to draw a lot of people. So it has helped me a lot with my decision making and
Yeah,
just like being able to read and see people. Um, so I like to say, as of right now, point guard wise, I am more of a scoring guard, but I have learned how to really read the floor better and
yeah,
just see other things that I probably wasn't seeing before, having a little, a tunnel vision mind when it came to just scoring. Uh,
yeah.
so just kind of having that versatile mentality.
And being that you a scoring guard when you get fouled, you shooting almost 75% from the line, them free buckets. That's easy
Yeah.
money every time. So it's going to pick and choose your poisons. You go keep
Yeah.
fouling me or I'm gonna dish it off. So that's good. When I got Zoe on my team, what do you bring to the table? What's your strengths and what's some things that you need to work on?
Um, I would say my strengths is my intensity and my competitiveness. Uh, they always used to joke that I play better against harder teams than I would against teams on my level. I think some people stoop down, but
Yeah,
um, I'm always going to be at 100. That's just with me, and so I think I bring in my team a lot with just doing that, playing at 100, competing at all times. I like to say my mentality too, just mental toughness, keeping a level head as things get hard, as things adversity hits. Um, some things I need to work on personally with me. I can be a little hard on myself at times, and I think that just comes with just that competitiveness and
yeah.
um, always wanting to give. Not just me giving the best, but I'm like a team person. So I don't like if I feel like I'm letting my team down, team short. Like I don't like that feeling. Um, but we all got days where we not at our best. So having those days where I just need to work on staying where I'm at and knowing I can give in other ways besides just my usuals maybe that I do to benefit my team.
Yeah. What do you love about basketball?
Basketball has been my outlet. I thank God that He gave me the gift to be able to play because um, it's one place that I can go at any time now. You got free access to a gym at all times. So if I feel like I need to just, have a little escape or get away, just going and shooting. So it's been a huge outlet for me. Also, just the competition and meeting people. I love playing against just skilled players and just seeing other people's game, playing against people, meeting people who are also, have the same amount of intensity and love for basketball that I do, So um, I feel like every time I play against somebody, there's always like some tension there, but afterwards it really feels like we had a love for basketball, and that's why it's there. And I love stuff like that. That's why I really love playing basketball.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. What's your goals individually this season coming up and team wise?
Um, I'm gonna start with my team because my head right now, man, I'm trying to win a ring. That's my
Yeah,
that's my
yeah,
biggest goal for my team. I want to win. We want a winning season. I want to win a ring and go to the NCAA tournament. I mean, I'm gonna dream big, and it ain't
yeah.
even really a dream for me. It's reality. But and then me personally, uh, what's crazy? I ain't even really thought of them. I just been really thinking about just going out there and really competing and being able to bring all that I can to the table for my team.
Yeah.
Um, and doing what I do best to be able to win a ring. Like that's been my biggest thing in my head. Uh, and so I know those individual goals will come, but I feel like I just know where my game's at right now, and my mentality is just to win. So
Mm.
that's what my
How
mind's.
how far do you want to take this basketball thing? Do you want to play after school? Do you want to try to go pro? Do you want to play whether it's going for the WNBA or playing overseas? Is that something that you got in mind?
Yeah. I actually, Coach Cunningham was on the phone with me, and I told her, I said, "Hey, I just want to let you know I'm trying to go pro." She was like, "Okay, well, if that's what you want, I can help you get there, but you got to be humble and be
Yeah.
ready to work." So that's something that I definitely want to do. And I also want to be a sports psychologist and get my doctorate degree in that. So, taking basketball there and then also helping other collegiate athletes, mentally, physically, all those things. That's really my aspiration after
Wow.
college.
Wow. Do you have any thing that you want to do with the youth, the young girls?
Yeah, I really thought about if I was gonna do psychology, just with collegiate athletes, but I think at that young age is really what would be good to start too. Um, I don't think people focus on mental health when it comes to just like high school and middle school in that sense. And there's so much. She making an appearance. There's so much pressure now with social media
Yeah.
of being able to perform at such a young age that I feel like those things are important. So I really want to be able to um, work with younger girls just mentally and hopefully help them get to that level of just being able to have a good mindset by the time they get to college. So you're not just getting to college and working on it when you get there. Um,
Yeah.
that's my biggest thing.
What would you say to like people that's getting ready looking forward to making college decisions, choosing college decisions, or maybe waiting on an offer or whatnot? How did you handle it when you had that time to come, and what advice would you give to those who are going through the same thing?
Yeah, I would say first off, like it's gonna be nerve wracking and it's gonna be scary. You never fully know for sure everything that you're gonna get into. Like it's really impossible to do that. But
Yeah.
I would say first off, making sure that you really take the time to look into it. Don't look at all the glitz and glamour that is given to you and just jump from there, or even money, because now money's a big thing. Don't
Yeah.
look at all those things and just decide where you want to go for those. Um, get to know coaches as best as you can, um, and just see where their heart is truly at when it comes to their players and how they feel. And I feel like also whenever you feel like your heart is truly guiding you where you want to go, you'll feel it. But
Yeah.
making sure that you really base where you want to go on those relationships and how those coaches coach and perceive everything else, and not just the outward appearance.
Yeah. After a big win, where is Zoe want to go get something to eat, or what's the meal that you trying to get after a big game?
You want to know something, man? I shouldn't even be saying this. but I love McDonald's, and it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit.
Hey Ocho, I love you because Ocho be telling every NFL player he love McDonald's too. But I just had this 5-star from Memphis on named Dorian Bowen.
Yeah,
Shout out to him. He said he want to go to McDonald's to get a 10-piece.
like I listen. It's just something like it's rewarding, and then I mean, I eat better than that all the time. But after like a good wing, and you just want to like cheat a little cheat
Yeah,
meal
yeah.
or something. Yeah, I'm gonna do McDonald's. I'm gonna have to go with McDonald's every time. Everybody be like, "Ugh, man, McDonald's." McDonald's is where it's at.
Yeah, yeah. So is you flats or drums?
Drums,
Drums. Um, Dunks or Jordan ones?
Jordans.
Jordan.
Yeah, yeah.
LeBron or MJ?
Ooh, we talking. Ooh, okay. We talking greatest of all time.
Yeah,
MJ.
MJ.
I love LeBron so much, but that argument right there to me is not debatable. But hey,
Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese?
you gonna get me in trouble.
You can say
I
both.
gotta, I gotta go with Angel. I gotta go
Yeah,
with Angel.
yeah. That's amazing. So whatever comes on your heart, can you say something positive to the youth?
Um, my what comes to my heart is put God first. That's the number one thing at all times. Like I said, there's so many things like out in the world, even in the basketball or in the athletic field in itself, that mentally can pull you away from yourself. It can tear down your confidence, comparison. But when you completely give everything to God, and just put faith in Him and what your path is, uh, it clears up so much confusion and just
Yeah,
so much pressure. And work hard at all times. Like work hard. Um, you know, don't take things off, and it's never embarrassing to be that one person that's the hard worker out the group. Don't let
yeah,
nobody make you feel bad because you're working hard or you're going 100% at all times. Don't be afraid of messing up, and you gonna mess up whenever you work hard. But don't ever stray away from that just because somebody else is not doing it or it's not the cool thing to do.
yeah. When it's all said and done, you hang your sneakers up. What kind of player do you want people to know Zoe was?
I want people to know me as resilient, and a competitor. I think, and a leader for sure. Um, that's what I want people to know me as. I want people to see me as somebody, no matter what was going on, no matter what was happening. Uh, Zoe was always the person to give her 110% and compete every single time. And
Yeah,
and even if things weren't going right with the team, or bringing the team together and setting that level of performance, or I won't even say performance, but just effort, for her team. So that's how I want people to see me.
yeah. How many more years you got 2 years eligibility left?
Uh, After this year, it'll be two. So technically three. I ain't even get started
Oh
in the
yeah,
third.
yeah. That ring is it. That ring is a good
It's calling
possibility.
my
Then yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, we thank you. We're spotlighting you for all your hard work on and off the court, and even being an amazing student athlete, a follower of Christ, and leading by example. Your fruit is definitely showing. We just ask that God continue to be with you, that He order your steps. May He give you favor as you go out of there. Make He allow you to be that great leader. Zoe, you have everything inside you that you need to be great. Allow God to lead you. You are the head and not the tail, above only and not believe. You are more than a conqueror. You can do all things through Christ who gives you a strength. So, with that being said, you be great and you allow your teammates to be great with you, and y'all go, get that ring.
Yep.
Yep,
I will.
yep,
I appreciate you so much. I love doing this. This is
yep,
amazing.
yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Stewart.